Give me your manhood. Let me explain something to you really fast and right quick. I'm going to be really blunt right now. I love Dandadan. I love the show. It's really good. I've enjoyed episode 1 so far, and there's one episode out right now as the recording of this video, and I've read the entirety of the manga, so I know that it's going to be great. But I'm not going to convince you by giving you plot details or lore points. I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. You don't want to hear about the story. You don't want to hear about that nonsense. How am I going to convince you to watch Dandadan? I want you to imagine this. I want you to picture a bunch of narrative threads all scattered about, making zero sense at all. And then at a final point and culmination, it all makes sense in a grand crescendo of amazement. The small little plot beats and narratives that you said were utterly pointless and made no sense and you didn't care about, all came together and culminated into a grand orchestra. And you're there listening to the symphony, rewarded for your patience. Have you ever been rewarded for your patience? Have you ever felt gratification that is not instant? Have you ever felt as though your life finally has some sense of purpose in it upon the grand minutia of not doing your dishes, the grand nonsense of working out and not getting instant results, and then knowing that you have to do this every day, but after doing it, you actually stuck through and you got rewarded for your time and effort? That is Dandadan. Have you ever in your life been bored by the visual mediums of certain ineptitudes, saying this could be better if they actually put more effort into it? The animation could flow better. I feel like this could be phenomenal. Guess what? Dandadan is that show where you don't have to worry about a single thing. Oh, this animation quality dipped down. Wrong again. Wrong again. Wrong again. Oh, the story is nope. The story is outstanding. As a matter of fact, even the voice acting in the English dub is good. I am not here to tell you something that is outlandish or crazy. I am here to tell you to watch something that is outlandish and crazy. I am here to tell you that I have been thinking about this for quite some time. Why am I bringing it up? Why am I even talking about this? I'm not an anime channel. I don't talk about all kinds of anime here. I talk about my feelings. I talk about stories, because this is a story for you. I was but a small Iranian child in the Sahara Desert. That's right, I changed races because of this. And as I was perusing through the desert, there was no water. There was no cacti where I could open it and get some sweet cactus milk and some cactus meat. I couldn't do that. And in the far reaches of the desert, I extended my hand and I bowed on my knees and I prayed to whatever gods I could find. Please present me with water, hydration, food, something. And out from the heavens, coming down like a crashing crescendo, coming down like a meteor at Mach 13, 13 times the speed of sound, it pierced my hand, but I felt no damage. I felt a warm sensation go through my stomach and through my back. I felt my spine realign like the Avatar state touched me on the forehead. I could feel it going through my body. I could feel every essence. And behind me, a man appeared and said, Dandadan. Huh. I was confused. It was volume 1 of Dandadan. I flipped through the pages. This is amazing. Not only did I not realize that I teleported out of the desert, but I was in a hotel room. I was in a hotel room in the middle of Detroit, Michigan. The book had teleported me. In reality, I was not even in the desert. I was so stuck inside of my own mindscape that I had imagined myself suffering, and I had accidentally stumbled upon Dandadan at a Barnes & Nobles, and I felt something upon turning the pages. This is the same feeling I had when I started One Piece. This is the same feeling I had when I started Vagabond. This is the same feeling I had when I first got introduced to Vinland Saga. I was about to witness something that would change the better direction and course of my life. I am not saying the characters are so overwhelmingly powerful that they shatter moons. I'm not saying that the writing is going to tear you from two and limb and make you realize the ineptitude of the entire fragile state of the human consciousness. I'm saying that this is not just a good show. It is something that deserves attention. I have seen so many mediocre shows get put up in the digital plateau. I love Baki the Grappler. I really do. The animation is horrible, but the story is so absurdist it makes it amazing. I, out of everything in my whole chest, deeply love the animation of Demon Slayer. But no, the story sucks. Oh, I know with my whole chest, the story is horrible. Oh my god. However, with Dandadan, everything is good. And then when the parts that are great happen, you begin to realize that, wow, everything else has been so good that when I finally realize something great happens, it elevates it to exceptional and sublime. Because there's no truly horrifically bad parts. Even when there's some odd character beats, they are explained so adequately and so amazing, so miraculously. That's right, I'm using words. I'm just using synonyms for words. I know what I'm doing. It makes me feel like every show should have this kind of writing and animation and passion behind it. This is somebody who deeply cares about the medium of manga and animation. This is somebody who deeply cares about the true medium of storytelling. I, in my life, watch so much mediocre stuff. I, in my life, am subjected to nonsense. When I first saw season 1 of One Punch Man, is how I feel about Dandadan. When I first saw season 1 of One Punch Man, I didn't watch it initially when it first came out. I saw Genos versus Saitama, and the animation blew me away so much that I needed to know how to get here. And first episode off rip, it started off on an amazing high note. It seemed like a bunch of episodic nonsensical stories, but it wasn't your villain of the week's typical shonen in season 2. However, there was a deep dive in season 2 in which the animation took a horrifyingly bad dip. And that caused me to become deeply uninspired in watching it because I had initially watched it for the animation and the storytelling. But then I read the manga. By one, the horrible version of the manga. And I realized that this is amazing for virtue of it being amazing without the art direction. And then I watched the Yusuke Murata version of the manga, and that was good. That was really good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have no idea what I'm talking about at all. One made the original webcomic, and it looked like MS Paint garbage. And then Yusuke Murata did a redraw. That is the version you guys commonly know. Yusuke Murata is the mangaka behind iShield 21, and he is amazing with his detailing and art. He is godlike. He is on the same level as I feel Boichi. Boichi is the person that made Dr. Stone. I love manga and anime. They're the things that I'm deeply passionate about. I could go on for days and eons talking about this, and that's why I'm telling you. I'm about to cough. Yeah, I'm not cutting that out. Get used to me coughing. Dandadan is on the same level of godlikeness, of mysticism, as Chainsaw Man made me feel, as One Punch Man made me feel, as Vagabond made me feel. It is really good. And I was thinking that it was provocative for the sake of being provocative, but oh, was I wrong. Oh, was I wrong. It was good for the sake of it being good. I am not going to spoil you on the show. I want you to be there and witness what I witnessed the first time through. I am not paid to promote the show. This is just something I really enjoy. It is on Netflix, and if you're really depraved, you can find some other website to watch it on. The entire series is out on the other website, but Netflix is releasing it episodically, week by week, and I am over the moon. It did leak before. The entire show did leak before. I didn't watch all the entire show, but I know for a fact that they did not mess up. I know they didn't. In any event, please give this show a chance. I need this to do good. I really do.